make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the rose.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber dad trying. You see the thumbnail, man. This is why people hate surprises, man. So earlier today, I'm watching Willie D's channel. Shout out to Willie D. And he was doing a video about women who went on a girls trip and wound up getting into it because one of the ladies decided, she was going to throw a curveball in the girls trip and her man was going to come through and spend the night. And the ladies wasn't feeling it. And the lady was more so like, hey, I paid for this, my name on this, I paid my portion, I could do what I want. And they didn't feel the same way. And I laughed because this is why people don't like surprises, because there are people out here who will lie to you and get you to agree to a situation. And then, when you're in that situation, then they decide to, spring the real truth on. They only told you half. And now you're in a situation where you're like, this is not what I signed up for. And you're like, well, you got to roll with it. Well, I know that's not what you signed up for. I know I didn't tell you the whole story, because I know if I'd have told you the whole story, you wouldn't have, you wouldn't agree to it. So I told you enough for you to agree. And now we're in this situation. And now, by the way, since we're, knee deep in it, you might as well know now, because it is what it is. And you find out that, friendships get in, relationships get in, with family, because you don't like the surprise of, you set me up. Now, some of these setups are bad. They're not bad. They're not like major setups to the point it's like I can never talk to you again. But there are some that are like, I ain't gonna front. When I was younger, I got a best friend. He got into it with some guys multiple times, and he wouldn't tell me he got into it with these guys, you know. And there was one particular time, like I said, I was a teenager. Um, he said, let's go to a party. And I was like, okay, because I didn't party much. So we get to this party, and lo and behold, once we get there, the guys he was getting into it with were there, and he was talking crazy to him before the party, come to find out, right? So he basically brought me to a party where it was going to go left, because he knew I would fight, basically. But the problem was, they didn't come to fight. They came to shoot. So, they go to the car. They get a shotgun. I wound up calling a family member to come get us, because I didn't know what was going on until after the fact. So it was great time, and they got there before anybody got shot. And we wound up in the back of their pickup truck like Smokey and Craig on Friday, but driving down the street. And look up. Are they still there? Yeah, they still there. Now that at a young age put my life in danger and put my uncle's life in danger. And I had to explain to them what was going on, during that situation. And it's like, that type of situation it's not funny. It's not cool. Now, there are other situations in life where, people might do something like, well, I wanted to go a particular place, but I didn't let you actually know you wouldn't have went because you don't like it. You already didn't like it. So I should say, well, let's go somewhere and then make a beeline for somewhere else. It's like, it's not what I signed up for. And it's the same thing in real life. Not in real life, but even with some of you ladies some of these parenting situations, I can't say it's just the ladies. When you got parents together and they quote unquote co-parenting, and one person agrees to do something, and then at the last minute they bail, Oh, I really didn't want to do that. What? You really put that person in a bad spot. You put them in a bad spot, and then it becomes an issue because nobody likes surprises because normally surprises aren't good because people are full of it. So now what are you supposed to do? When somebody, now you're supposed to gauge who you're talking to and what you're talking about and go, listen, so what are we doing? We doing X, Y, and Z? Oh, okay, that's nice. I'm not doing that. Why? Because that don't even that sounds like a setup to me. You don't trust me? No, I do not. And that becomes a bigger issue because when you wind up in these situations where you don't trust people because of the situations that they put you in, then and they get offended by it, it becomes a little weird. It becomes a little weird. But so people don't like surprises because surprises aren't necessarily good for the person who gets surprised. You know, it's like you're about to be in a losing situation that you did not try to be in, and now you're just stuck holding the bag. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna take you.